Hessing on their respective birthdays to continue to support the activities of each club and continue the Know Your President feature. And for November, they will be featuring 4 past presidents. From Human and Spiritual, the monthly church service will be held at the Eastwood Park Road Church of God on November 28th. And from the committee, Kiwanis Education and Leadership Committee, they will be having a joint membership committee where the prospects are concerned. Education meeting this Sunday, I was mentioned before. They will also provide information towards Kiwanis University in the fortnightly bulletin. And for education night, the presentation will be led by DLG Bev, and it will be on youth protection. From the fundraising committee, the plan is to finalize plans for the upcoming fundraising event, and this will be a virtual play night to finalize membership for the fundraising committee, to prepare for respective meetings and submit committee meetings or subcommittee meetings on Wednesday, the 10th of November, 2021, and to finalize report as it relates to ticket sales method and the ticket pricing for the virtual play night. And on Wednesday, the 24th of November, that's when they will have their monthly committee meeting. From the community services committee, the Matthew 25 verse 40 rap session, and this will be led by Director Kishman, and this will be on November 1. The SOS Children's Village Project, they will be doing a visit, likewise an assessment on November 2. Again at Matthew 25:40, a rap session, date and time to be determined. And there will also be a rabbit project there, date and time to be determined. The SOS Children's Village Project, finalized plans, of course, or Roy Pennant Meals on Wheels, November 28th. And we will close out that month with, of course, on the same day, the Marie Atkins Shelter Feeding Program. From the Builders Club Committee, a background check of key advisors to continue, the tree planting project to continue this Saturday at Constant Spring, St. Francis, as well as project coordinators to be identified for various competitions, the commencement of meeting for the remaining 3 clubs that have begun meetings. Clubs are also encouraged to have the election of officers during this time period. And the club officers, as it relates to election, will be president, treasurer, vice president, etc. The training for both K and faculty advisor, and the date to be determined. And of course, the twinning of Circle K with the builders. From the Key Club Committee, the Key Clubbers will be hosting its NSA's meeting, which is on November 4. The handover of scholarship to the Key Clubber, Giovanni of the Woolmer's Boys. Celebration of Key Club Week, November 7th to 13th. Continue interclubbing with the Key Clubs and to make contact with all principals to determine how Key Clubs can contribute to schools. From the Circle K Committee, UCC, they will be having a foundation drive, and that will be on, well, it should have begun October 5, and that will continue up to November 4. And from Shortwood, there will be, of course, their club meeting, and it is dubbed Chilling in Jamrock. This is November 10th. And from Uemona, CKI, a fundraiser candy sale. There will also be an all-month beach cleanup. This is November 20, a soup kitchen November 21, a blood drive November 22 to 26, and of course the visitation to a nursing home in the month of November. From the Caribbean District Advisor Training Conference, this is November 28th. District Leadership Fall Conference, November 12 to 14. And they will want to finalize and announce the following initiatives. The Kiwanis Club of NSA Circle K of the Year, and the Kiwanis Club of NSA Circle K Club of the Year. From hosts and guests, November 4, which is tonight, we'll have our business meeting along with the youth protection guidelines. November 11th, of course, Key Club night. I think there is some amount of switch. November 18th, 2021, the guest speakers night. And November 25, we will have our variety night. And from Young Children Priority 1, the major thrust for this month is the work day at the Mount James Basic School. President, these are the plans of the committee of the Kiwanis Club of North St. Andrew. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Chairman John. That was done in record time. Thank you. We won't necessarily entertain questions this evening because we want to get into the meat of the matter, our main event. I'm now going to hand over to our Key Club president from Arden High School Key Club, and he will take us through the remainder of the evening. President John Mark.
Thank you, President Dwayne. Are you hearing me?
Yes, hearing
Yes,
you.
we're hearing you.
Awesome, awesome. All protocols observed. Good evening, everyone. My name is John Mark Burgess, and I am the president of Arden High School's Key Club. I will be your moderator for today's proceedings, and I look forward to an excellent meeting. First of all, on behalf of the Key Clubbers present, we really appreciate the invitation, and we do hope that you enjoy what we do have planned. I find it amazing, Kiwanis members and Key Clubbers, that even though we are physically distant for this meeting, it is still possible for us to stay socially connected using this Zoom platform. At this time, we will proceed with the reading of the objects of Key Club International. The aims and objects of Key Club International are to develop initiative and leadership, to provide experience in living and working together, to serve the school and community, to cooperate with the school principal, to prepare for useful citizenship, to accept and promote the following ideals, to give primacy to the human and spiritual rather than to the material values of life, to encourage the daily living of the golden rule in all human relationships, to promote the adoption and application of higher standards in scholarship, sportsmanship, and social contacts, to develop by precept and example a more intelligent, aggressive, and serviceable citizenship, to provide a practical means to form enduring friendships, to render unselfish service, and to build better communities, to cooperate in creating and maintaining that sound public opinion and high idealism, which makes possible the increase of righteousness, justice, patriotism, and goodwill. Being a member of Key Club does not only promote a membership title, but through high school, there are many different benefits that the title carries. Carrying our way of life, our motto. At this time, we will have some of our Key Club members sharing how impactful that experience has been and how the club has molded them into a lifestyle of caring. At this time, we welcome the first Vice President of Arden High School, Pia Cameron.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much.
Good evening, Pia. Just before we go, President John Mark, on the screen, if we can take these before, right?
Right before. So right before that, Pia, we will begin with the greetings on behalf of our District Administrator, Mr. Christopher Humble. Mr. Humble.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Good evening, the President of the Kiwanis Club of North St. Andrew, Mr. Cargill, distinguished Lieutenant Governors in the audience, Key Clubbers, other invited guests. Kiwanis Club of North St. Andrew might have forgotten in 1989, I think it was January 2 or 3, they chartered the Key Club of Wolmer's Boys School. I'm a Wolmerian. I'm a product of the Kiwanis Club of North St. Andrew because it's then back in my fourth form days that Key Club was chartered and I joined the lot to charter the club. So the work of Kiwanis Club of North St. Andrew says a lot. NSA is the foundation of Key Club in Jamaica. DP Paul can tell you that. DLGE Leighton can tell you that. LGE Hugh can tell you that. You are the foundation, and you can go down and quote me and use this video to say that. Now, you all sponsor the most key clubs in the island, which we're proud of. Year in, year out, the key clubs of North St. Andrew always have a lieutenant governor in their midst, or a governor, or sometimes both. This year, however, that switched to another club where right now, probably some time in the future, that key club at Old Hope Road might want to switch and come to North St. Andrew. The role North St. Andrew has played in mentoring key clubs have led to a change in Kiwanis overall. From North St. Andrew, we have other key clubbers that later on will work and build Kiwanis. You have served the children of the world well. I congratulate and applaud this club and encouraging you to continue the work that you do with Key Club. Thanks for having me here this evening. We'll enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Humbo. Really appreciate that message. Now, at this time, we invite LG Rosemary Henry of Division 23 Central to give her greetings. LG Rosemary.
Good. All right, sorry, everyone. I'm using a new computer tonight, so I'm actually getting used to it. Well, good evening, everyone. Let me officially start. President Dwayne, distinguished Kiwanians, fellow Kiwanians, key clubbers, other SLP members, guests, a good evening to all. It is my pleasure to be here this evening, bringing greetings on behalf of Division 23 Central as we celebrate our key clubbers tonight. And I too offer my congratulations to NSA. I'm always in awe of the work that they continue to do with our SLP members. This service leadership program holds the distinction of being the largest youth service organization in the world. The impact of Key Club members can be felt all over the world, and in Jamaica, our Key Clubbers are known for their distinguished and impactful service projects. I congratulate them on all they do now and the amazing projects they will continue to do in the future. I too am a proud product of Key Club. I am very, very proud to have had the opportunity to experience the joys of service at a young age. It has had a positive impact on my life, and I will be forever grateful for the experience. And I know that our Key Clubbers will feel the same way in years to come. I encourage each of you to take advantage of all that Key Club has to offer. Rise to the challenge and learn to become leaders, and not just any leader, but servant leaders. Discover new skills, make new friends, and take the opportunity to experience new things. Step out of your comfort zone, and believe me, these skills and experiences that you'll have, they will last you for a lifetime. This time is yours. Tonight and into next week, we will celebrate each of you, our young leaders, our future leaders. As Kiwanians, we are happy to provide you with this wonderful opportunity and also to be a part of your growth and development. As you continue to provide service with purpose, passion, and to all people, we stand ready to support you in all your endeavors. All the best for the future, and God bless. Thank you.
Thank you so much, LG Rosemary. At this time, we will now go into our next segment, which will be the sharing of the experiences of some of our key clubbers. At this time, I will invite Arden High School's first Vice President, Pia Cameron. Pia.
Thank you, President John Mark. Good evening again, everyone. I trust that we're all staying safe and healthy. So what does Key Club mean to me? Key Club has been a wonderful experience so far. It is not only a club where you mingle amongst yourselves, but it also allows us to achieve self-development and purpose. When I first joined Key Club, I was a very antisocial, introverted, and as some would say, I was an extremely shy individual. But as the time progressed, these characteristics no longer describe who Pia Cameron is. Key Club has allowed me to build on my confidence, improve on my public speaking skills, and most importantly, contribute to the well-being of the community. I remember one Friday, I had 3 tests that day, and I was just so overwhelmed and tired and stressed. But as soon as I joined that Key Club meeting, the vibe from everyone was it was so welcoming. It really allowed me to, hit the refresh button and socialize with the others and prepare for the weekend. So pretty much all of this is just to say that Key Club, it doesn't only benefit you as an individual, but it allows us to have a positive impact on the community. It's a safe space where we can express our feelings. It gives us a sense of purpose and belonging because, after you have completed your various service projects, you realize that you've put a smile on somebody's face, or, you just made the environment cleaner, any other means of contributing to the society. You feel really good within yourself to know that you have made a difference. So yes, that is what Key Club means to me.
Wow, thank you so much, First VP Pia. At this time, we will ask the Jonel Nelson of Alpha to give his experience on what Key Club means to her. Janelle, are you with us this evening? All right, we'll get back
Not
to
here in our president, so
not
maybe
here,
we can go to the next.
All right, thank you, President Dwayne. At this time, we'll ask Julian Grant of Calabar to give his experience.
All right, so good afternoon, distinguished Kiwanians and Key Clubbers. So, Key Club now holds somewhat of an intrinsic value in my life. I was introduced to the club by a past president who would share his experience, and I became intrigued. Joining the club, I was immersed in a social, service, and entertainment environment that understood the importance of what the organization should be and how it should be operated. I quickly found my place within Calabar Key Club, and the engagement and service I provide to my fellow Key Clubbers and the society at large is something I would never replace, and it will be a memory that I would cherish after my time at the school has ended.
Thank you, Jadine of Calabar High. We will now invite Ardeen McIntosh of Excelsior High School to give her experience.
Good night, everyone. I must apologize for my camera. I'm currently having internet issues, but my Key Club journey started at 8 years old. My sister was actually the president for the Excelsior High School in 2014. So I've been in Key Club for a very long time. I would remember her going to do projects and little me would be like, oh my God, when am I going to do that? When am I going to get to join Key Club? And lo and behold, I am now the president today. And Key Club is my family. Every time I talk about Key Club, I always say it's my childhood dream and it's my family. Like, I've never been in any place, in any organization in which I have felt this welcomed. Like, I feel at home every time I go to a Key Club meeting, no matter how stressful the week has been. As it reaches to a Friday afternoon, I can feel all my stress just disappearing from my body. So Key Club has been a lifesaver for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Ardeen. Wow. Kiwanian members, if we have heard some of the experiences. At this time, we will now go into a little bit of a little switch up. We will have our poem, which will be done by President Akilia of the Queen's School. President Akilia.
Okay, so good afternoon. Good night. Thank you for the introduction. Unfortunately, I'm unable to turn on my camera at the moment, but please listen keenly. Carrying our way of life, the bold motto we emulate to strive, carrying out this dauntless operation with caring being our main foundation, led by our very own, summoning the courage to engage, breaking from our antisocial cage, making the world a better place.
I'm hoping that that one will be faster because so we had like a bulk of evidence that they provided.
Okay, yes. I don't know if you were hearing me before, but I saw that my mic was muted. I'll start again.
Yes, we're hearing you now.
Okay. Carrying our way of life, the bold motto we emulate to strive, carrying out this dauntless operation with caring being our main foundation, led by our very own peers, striving to overcome our different fears, summoning the courage to engage, breaking from our antisocial cage, making the world a better place by key objectives we try to embrace, opening doors to many opportunities by giving back to our very communities. Citizenship is what we equipped while building core value of leadership. Grounded in our service to others, we unite as Kiwani's sisters and brothers. Though broken up in many divisions, with using clarity and keen precision, we make the ideal but right decision, together achieving the goal we envision. Thank you.
Wow, 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 wow. A round of applause. Thank you so much, President Akila. That was awesome. Really enjoyed that poem, and I'm pretty sure that many of us as Key Clubbers can relate to some of what she said. At this time, we will now have a song by President Victory of Woolmer's Girls. President?
Thank you. So hi, good night, everyone. I hope you can hear me. Can you guys hear me? Hi. Okay,
yes,
so
President
President Victoria from Women's Girls. I wanted to do a song that I think most of you guys, the young people in here would know. So I'm going to start. The games you played were never fun. You say you'd stay, but then you'd run. Giving you what you're begging for, giving you what you say I need. I don't want any settled scores. I just want you to set me free. You can see that I'm begging for, and you gave me that need. Say I need. I'm not afraid anymore. What makes you sure you're all I need? Forget about it. When you walk out the door and leave me torn, you're teaching me to live without it. I'm so bored. I'm so bored. I'm so bored. I'm home alone, you God knows where. I hope you don't think that's so fair. Giving you all you wanted for, giving you every piece of me. I don't love or care enough for. I just want you to love for free. Can't you see that I'm getting bored? Giving you every piece of me, piece of me. Ooh. I'm not afraid anymore. What makes you sure you're all I need? Forget about it. When you walk out the door and leave me torn, you're teaching me to live without it. I'm so bored. I'm so bored.
I'm so good. Giving you what you're begging for, giving you what you say I need. I don't want any settled scores. I just want you to set me free. Can't you see that I'm getting bored? Giving you every piece of me, piece of me. I'm not afraid anymore. What makes you sure you're all I need? Forget about it. And when you walk out the door and leave me torn, you're teaching me to live without it. Thank you, guys.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, President Victoria. I'm pretty sure that we all can agree that those vocals were on point. Wow, I can't sing like that at all. But thank you so much, President Victoria. At this time, we will now invite the Excelsior Vice President Haley Barrett of Holy Childhood at this time to give her experience as to how Key Club has shaped and molded her life. Vice President Haley Barrett of Holy Childhood.
Thank you, President John Mark. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we're hearing you.
Members of the Kiwanis Club of North St. Andrew, CKI members, visitors, and fellow Key Clubbers, a pleasant good evening to you all. My name is Haley Barrett. I am the current Vice President of the Holy Child High School Key Club. I was first introduced to Key Club by my older cousin, who was always going on different projects, and the story he came home and told was very inspiring. I often get asked, what is Key Club? In truth and in fact, I always reply with, Key Club is a service club. We oftentimes do voluntary services and collaborations with other schools. The projects, whether big or small, have always and will positively affect the environment. If you are like me, then it should help you as an individual as well. In addition, Key Club has always been a place I would run to for that little spark in my day. I remember having bad days at training after draining myself with schoolwork and frustration and all the problems or teenage life consists. I would come up with some excuse and ask the coaches to excuse me from training. I would sprint over to the Key Club room just to get that laughter and interact, just to kind of recuperate so I could perform at my best. And ever since grade 7, I wouldn't miss a day of Key Club. I remember being that one quiet person at the back or in the corner of the room. Key Club has taught me that being a leader means being at the top, being the head and never the tail. The person I was a few years ago wouldn't have the courage to speak today. And because of Key Club, I became the person that speaks out on any problem and to be the voice of those whom are still searching for theirs. I'm so glad to say that Key Club had helped me to become a better person today. In conclusion, Key Club brings a different kind of joy to me just by seeing the difference one act of kindness could do for a person. The frowns that you can turn upside down, the situations that you help fix, and the effects you have on the persons to care for their environment, all just makes me happy. And that's the beauty of Key Club, and I hope the upcoming generations of Key Clubbers continue to show the world who we are and why we are the future leaders. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vice President Haley Barrett. Thank you for sharing your experience. At this time, we will invite Imani Rosegreen of Queens High School to give her experience. Imani, over to you.
Okay, so good evening, fellow Key Clubbers and respective. My name is Imani Rosegreen and I am a student from school. I am actively a part of society, and today I wish to share with you how this club has made positive impact on my life and also my experiences being a part of the club thus far. Key Club has changed my outlook on clubs on a whole. Prior to joining the club, I wasn't really interested in clubs or dedicated to any, mainly because I thought they didn't really have anything to offer, or I would join them then lose interest along the way. But I find it to be the complete opposite with Key Club. There's always something to look forward to every week, club is very interactive and gives me a sense of purpose and fulfillment. And as we all know, online schooling can be dreadful at times. But this club is like a breath of fresh air as it always lifts my spirit and puts me in a good mood. It also helps me to become more dedicated and active in other clubs and even simple tasks. My experiences thus far in Kiko have been nothing but exceptional. The meetings are always filled with fun activities, and the aim of the meetings are always met because even though we are having fun, we are still sticking to the agenda and getting the work done. This club has lived up to its name, and I look forward to everything else that it has in store. And I just want to commend the executive body of the Green School Key Club for the great work that they are doing, and I hope they will continue to do so because they have the potential and dedication to keep this club going for the many years to come. Thank you for lending an ear.
Thank you so much, Imani Rose Green. Really appreciate that. And she did mention something in particular that even though we have all of these, joyful experiences in the club, we still have time to plan and properly, even though we might have, some meetings, we spend time to and prepare for the project. So at this time, we will have an item by President Narja of Holy Child. She will deliver a poem to us.
Hi, good night. Can everyone see me and hear me?
Yes, we
can.
President.
Good night, everyone, all the members of the Kiwani's North St. Andrew sponsoring club. Good night to Key Club's DA. Good night to my fellow Key Clubbers, of course. So my poem will be on the mental abuse of technology and mainly how it impacts teenagers. So here I go. Technology has benefited the world so much, yet we're oblivious to what it really does to us. We ignore what it does to our psychological health, how it manipulates the mind to the point we hurt our physical self. As teens, we start to rank ourselves into social zones based on the iPhone that we own. And all this just to be, or rather feel, accepted. But aren't phones just a simple means to be connected? See, it's not our fault though. The very same devices we hold close consistently manipulates us, but we don't know. It teaches us they're all we need and nothing else, making us fall into the trap of mental dependence. Feeding us with this misinformation makes teens think we need technology for self-validation. But it gets worse. The tools we should be using for our benefit are now making us addicts. And this is not by accident, no. This is how technology grows. Causing a flood of dopamine in our minds is fundamental to their design. The second a device starts to ping, some companies' bank accounts start to sing. So it's not our fault, no, that our attention span is low. That without that reminder, we can't remember there's something on the fire. That technology turned our psychological independence into with mental dependence. At least we can trust technology for accurate information, right? Well, no, because technology is not for manipulation. It gives everyone access back, but what they always present, that's what gets me mad. It's never anything good or worthwhile. It always makes our mental chemistry volatile. As teens, we now suffer from anxiety to eye strain for someone else's personal gain. Now we begin to rethink if phones, desktops, and technology are the greatest invention, since we know just some of their cruel intentions. As teens, we are the main users, but pay no mind to the loved psychological abusers. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you so much, President Naija. technology and its impact on teenagers. Do we need technology for self-validation as teens? Psychological independence into mental dependence. Wow. Powerful words, President Niger. Thank you so much. At this time, we will invite Vichain of Wolmer's Boys to deliver an item to us through poem. Vichain?
Good night, everyone. I'm President Tarek right here from the Wolmer's Boys School. Vichain is unavoidably absent, so I will be doing the poem on his behalf. So my poem is titled, What If? What if the world could be a much better place? What if race did not matter? Would that be too much to ask? What if we all lived as one? Doesn't that sound better than living in division? What if we were all free? What if we all truly had freedom of speech? Wouldn't our opinions be heard and contribute to the betterment of the world in the process? What if we did not all have the daily burdens that we carry on our shoulders? Imagine just how we would be able to let loose for a change. Isn't the thought of this soothing? Imagine a world with no wars and crimes, one in which we could leave our doors open all night without the slightest worry of being robbed or killed. Are these thoughts far-fetched? Why can't we achieve this? If we all work together, would this be possible? Of course, it would be more than possible. What if?
What if? Thank you so much, President Tariq. What if we could live in a world with no crime and violence? Wow, powerful words. Thank you so much, President Tariq. At this time, we will now be leading an experience from Wolmer's Girls, Lauren Thomas. But before that, we will be doing President Abigail of St. Andrew High. President Abigail?
Good evening. Are you hearing me? Good evening, everyone.
Yes, good evening, President. We are hearing you.
Okay, wonderful. Good evening. Hi, everyone. As mentioned before, I'm President Abigail from the St. Andrew High School for Girls, Kiko. And why did I join Kiko? Well, I joined Kiko because I'd say I grew up in the K family. My mother was a Kiwanian and my sister was a part of the Arden High School Kiko. So I thought it was only deemed fit for me to join the organization. So how has Kiko impacted me or benefited me? Well, Kiko has impacted me in many ways. However, I'll just name a few. Firstly, it has allowed me to develop my leadership skills. It has also allowed me to gain a sense of joy whenever we execute our service projects. It allowed me to meet new persons and build lifelong friendships. And lastly, allows me to understand how to work with different personalities, which prepares us for the working world. And I can say I have not once regretted my decision. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that experience, President Abigail. At this time, Lauren Thomas of Wolmer's Girl High School will share her experience on what Key Club means to her. Lauren?
Lauren, it's a video.
A video, no problem.
One second, please.
Good morning, everyone.
Not hearing any audio, President.
They were introducing the new clubs on the day. I
Okay,
really
here you go.
and the miss. Good morning, everyone. My name is Lauren Thompson, and I'm from Class 3O. I'm honored to be chosen as a Key Clubber of this month. So, what really got me started in Key Club was the video presented when they were introducing the new clubs on the day. I really enjoyed the video and the message it brought across to me. I wanted to, help more people. And I was very excited when it said they would donate to nonprofit organizations or, help out people in need. So that was really one thing that really drew me to the club. And during the club, I went to school and released some balloons for breast cancer awareness. I was very happy that a lot of people showed up and a lot of people showed their support. That shows how influential this club has been to not only myself and others. So I love the message that it brought across by popping the balloons, standing in a circle, and just making new friends, to be honest. Key Club really means to me is a number of individuals and a group of people who genuinely want to help out people in need. People who want to encourage, people who want to spread awareness. For example, when there were meetings about breast cancer awareness, we had a speaker who, told us like we can prevent it if we get it treated early, the rates of it and how it's really formed. So that in itself, I think, is trying to spread across a message that people can be helped. All we need to do is ask for help or try to help someone else. Key Club has really influenced my life in a number of positive ways. I learned that donations and helping out people is very important to our society, and we should always help while we can or if we can.
Awesome poem. Thank you so much. At this time, we will now invite Julian Grant of Calabar to deliver a poem to us. Julian, are you there?
Okay, so good afternoon again, guys. So before I start, I want to paraphrase one of Key Club's objectives: to cooperate in creating and maintaining that sound public opinion. To do this poem, I want to create and maintain that sound public opinion that we need to have, not only as Key Clubbers, but as citizens. So the poem is about Jamaica and China relations. As an economist, this is something that we as citizens need to be aware of and need to get at the top of if we want to have a better future for ourselves and our children. So we start the 8-hour cycle, 9 to 5. We struggle in the name of sustainability, but where do our earnings go? Our island in abundance of fruits, nothing special for export, but for local subsistence. The market for our beloved bauxite falls. Our government now in a dire situation. The decisions of the past creeps up like a bad prank. Where can they now turn to? Bananas and tobacco? No longer eye catchers of the Caribbean. They struggle to face the reality rearing its head. Where is the mask of deceit to manipulate the nation of your fruitful negotiations, which has yet to make an impact? Our small nation's silent but loud cry for help ripples across the earth into the ears of the potential overtakers. Just as we were about to throw in the towel, the knight on the white horse appeared. Let me invest in your country. It will benefit you and your nation immensely. If not, it can benefit you in ways you didn't imagine. The knights from the Asian continent set their bribes. This new attractive foreign exchange is hard to turn down. The deals make the representative devils of our nation smile while our economy frowns to the injustice. But who cares? They can wear the mask again. They can plunge the economy into great debt as they don't have to worry. The term is only 4 years. It will befall on some other money-hungry politician. If not, they can count on the tax dollars. The pockets of our representatives have now inflated. Everything is merry until the plan of the conquerors is set in motion. Debt starts to pile faster and faster. The portfolio takes a big hit. Yet another nation successfully clasped into their arms. Not surprising. Another increase in the mandatory extortion. The people of the nation now have to deal with the aftermath of another failed administration. Our eyes can only see something so intangible has no effect. Foreigners have now set up shop. Businesses have been built by them. The country indebted to these individuals. No option but to sell our beloved companies to them. What was once for the public is now profit incentivized. They now are in control. Every sector is now being represented by these innovators. Economy now holds tight to the new pillars. No choice but to watch our economy suffer. They employ only their own. We are not a part of their end game. The government now tries to hold on to their power, but in reality, money talks and the foreigners have taken lead in that matter. The leaders now hinge on the hope of our people. They fill us with taxation, justifying it with trying to be progressive. But are we? Our own locally owned businesses deprived, no access to opportunities they were given, but the foreigners are able to import. At what cost? They build our roads, home, and even our devices, the clothes on our back branded by their country. Our economy holds dear to the attractive prices. Our expenses turn into their revenues. Our beloved island slowly turn into a modernized colony. We see, but we are blind. We have no control. The ones responsible are better off. How? Our debt portfolio seems to be bruised, but we have billions to offer them for projects. Gisco buys our bauxite plant. Government gave them the extra edge. They chose modernization over control. The last king in our deck has fallen. We are now at the foreigners' mercy. Big economic factors now rest on their shoulders. We are now just another financial gain on their list. The leaders have now done it again. Ring, 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 the alarm sounds and the cycle continues once again.
Wow. Loud cry for help into the ears of the overtaker. What was once for the public, profit incentivized. Wow, I felt like I was listening to a Cape literature poem. Excellent. Thank you so much, Judy and Grant. At this time, we will now invite Minia Hamilton of St. Andrew's Girls, to deliver a song to us. Minia, over to you.
Good evening again. Unfortunately, Minia isn't available, so Ariel will do it instead.
Okay, thank you, President Abigail.
Good night, everybody. I'm sorry, you guys are expecting the band president. I'm not the band president, I'm the choir president. Hi, everybody. I've had, a wonderful time being here for the past 25 minutes. So I'm going to be singing. I'm not here to do a poem or anything motivational. I'm just here to soothe the ears a little bit. So, okay, let's go. I know I can take one more step towards you, 'cause all that's waiting is regret. Don't you know I'm not your ghost anymore? You lost the love I loved the most. I learned to live half alive, and now you want me one more time. Who do you think you are? Running around leaving scars, collecting your jar of hearts and tearing love apart. You're gonna catch a cold from the ice inside your soul. So don't come back for me. Who do you think you are? I hear you're asking all around if I am anywhere to be found. But I have grown too strong to ever fall back in your arms. Ooh, I've learned to live half a life, And now you want me one more time. Who do you think you are? Running around leaving scars, collecting your jar of hearts and tearing love apart. You're gonna catch a cold from the ice inside your soul. So don't come back for me. Who do you think you are? It took so long just to feel alive. Remember how you put back the light in my eyes. I wish I had missed the first time that we kissed. 'Cause you broke all of your promises. But now you're back. You don't gotta get me back. Because who do you think you are? Running around leaving scars, collecting your jar of hearts and tearing love apart. You're gonna catch a cold from the ice inside your soul. So don't come back for me. Don't come back at all. Have a good night, everyone.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Can I see some fire emojis in the chat? That was awesome. Thank you so much, Casey Carol Thorpe, for that deliverance through song. Wow, that was awesome. At this time, it would be remiss of me not to acknowledge the presence of the former Key Club International President, Dr. Hugh. Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Hugh Anthony. We hope that you are enjoying today's proceedings. At this time, let us invite Vice President Vichain Stubbs of Wolmer's Boys High School Key Club to deliver his experience. Over to you, Vice President.
Good afternoon, everyone. Well, good afternoon, everyone. I am Vichain Stubbs, and I am currently the first Vice President of Wolmer's Boys Key Club. I first joined Key Club as a shy first former trying to fit my way into the world. Upon entering high school, it was as though I was a small fish in an extremely big pond, and my transition from primary school to high school was not the smoothest. Luckily, though, I was able to discover Key Club. Key Club truly gave me an invaluable sense of community. Which I was able to find nowhere else. Key Club is a really inclusive environment, and when I joined, everyone was really friendly, and so I was able to feel appreciated. This was of great benefit to me as a first former, as I felt that my opinions were valued, even amongst the older members, and this significantly added to my self-confidence. Through Key Club, I was able to make a lot of new friends, both inside and outside of the school, especially some long-lasting relationships. Key Club also equipped me with an array of important skills such as leadership, character building, and public speaking, which I've been able to implement in my daily life. All this being said, what I truly love the most about Key Club is the fact that I'm able to engage in a lot of fun activities that impact my school and the wider environment. In this way, you can essentially say that Key Club gave me a sense of community and purpose. In spite of my youth, I'm able to solve real-life issues and give back to the people less fortunate than me. Thank you for your time, everyone.
Thank you, First VP Vichain. Key Club helped to build self-confidence, a sense of communication, community, were some of the words that he had to share. Thank you so much, Vice President Vichain. As the saying goes, all things must come to an end, but we are not finished as yet, Kiwanian members and Key Clubbers online. We have one more presentation to offer. At this time, Arden High School will share through a dub poem what Key Club means to Abishwa Johnson, a member of Arden High School's Key Club. It will be a pre-recorded special. Not hearing or seeing anything, Director Jason.
Yes, I think this computer has frozen. Do you have it? President John Mark can share it.
Yes, President Dwayne, I have it, but I think I might need co-host privileges to share.
Okay, let's do that because his computer has frozen.
Not a problem. Technology.
President John Mark, you're able to share now?
What was that, President doing?
You are able to share now. You have sharing privilege.
Thank you so much. Let me know if you're hearing it, please.
This a service, not DG or lime. If someone in need, then me feel inclined to just stretch out my hand like a clothespin line. Turn a blind eye, no, that I know style. This a service, up like a landline. Somebody want help, then that justify us lending a hand almost all the time. And when we talk about service, we no mean megabyte. Service is vital to community. Each and every person have a civic duty, but at every chance and every opportunity. It's not an obligation, it's responsibility. Help your brother and your sister if them in need, open your ears and listen. Enough of them are plea. People have a bag of problem, them are pray pandemic for a solution, and that could be you or me. Working together is the only way to go. Doing it for compassion and not for show. Yesterday, I pass a homeless man on the road and me help him through service. Never has to call flow. Helping doesn't need to be a big charity. It's doing what you can if you need clarity. I'm a me, check the style. You can take the extra mile. Be a driving force, no, not gravity. So what the service mean to me, to us as a whole? It mean there is a standard we must uphold. Not because we want to prove anything. We have a road to achieve look good on your body and soul. Take a moment to think if the roads did switch. Wouldn't you want somebody take you out of it? So put in application the golden rule. Do unto others as you want them to do to you. This a service, not digi or lime. If someone in need, then I feel inclined to stretch out my hand like a clothespin line. Turning a blind, I know that I know myself. Hear the drama, yeah. Guess what happened to me? My fear did shot, so I couldn't get a seat on taxi. So I had to use my trusty feet and I was sick. It really was a calamity, but then a lady saw me trying to pay me up and took me home. I said me did glad, actually you didn't even know. Then she tell me say me help her a long time ago when she did tired and lost, confused and alone. Sometimes your action can be an inspiration. Helping one another makes a chain reaction. No matter the circumstance or the situation, help because of love and not for validation. It's a service, up like a landline. Somebody want help, then that justify us lending a hand almost all the time. And when we talk about service, we don't mean megabyte cause a service. Like planting the trees cause a service. Volunteerism are the free cause a service. Hashtag save the seas cause a service we want and a service we need cause a service. Like planting the trees cause a service. Volunteerism are the free cause a service. Hashtag save the seas cause a service we want and a service we need cause a service. Like planting the trees cause a service. Volunteerism are the free cause a service. Hashtag save the seas cause a service we want and a service we need.
This is
excellent.
Service we want and service we need. Thank you so much, Abishwa Johnson of Arden High. Wow. As I said before, all good things must come to an end. And unfortunately, that is it for me. Thank you so much for having me once again. Thank you so much for having us as Key Clubbers. We hope that you enjoyed today's service, today's seminar. At this time, I will hand back over to President Dwayne, who will begin the announcement and hand over the scholarship. President Dwayne.
Thank you so much, President John Mark. You did excellent. And all the Key Clubbers, I thoroughly enjoyed this session this evening. I don't think the Kiwanians could have done it the way that you did. You really brought service to life and showed us the passion and really reinforced for us the importance of our service leadership program and why it is that as Kiwanians we have to continue to mentor and nurture our builders, our key clubbers, our circle players, K-Kids, Action. So I'm President John Mark and key clubbers. I'm really just in awe tonight because I'm really so appreciative of how you all have just taken over Kiwanis Club of North St. Andrews meeting tonight and made us so very proud of how you are able to lead and you have really shown us that the work of Kiwanis International and its service leadership program is critical and we must continue to give focus to that. And so we thank you so much tonight. You've done excellent.
President Dwayne, if you just allow me a quick moment to say a special thank you to our key clubbers. I want to say especially Jamaica's future is in good hands. I mean, just listening to these key clubbers, I felt so proud, you know, of their talents. I heard future politicians, as in John Mark. I hear future economists, future artists, future poets. These key clubbers are awesome. I want to thank the key clubbers. They were able to put this thing together very quickly in a very short time, and they did very, very well. We're proud of them, and I'm sure we will have them back again sometime in the near future. Special thanks to President Narja from Holy Childhood, who, you know, got the pieces together. Special thanks to President John Mark, the moderator. You know, it was just made for him. We want to say again, thanks to all the key clubbers who participated, whether they spoke or not. We love you, and we're gonna continue be working with you into the future. Thank you, President.
Thank you, Chairman Kingsley. And the point that DA Chris made earlier tonight really reinforced the impact of Kiwanis Club of North St. Andrew and the key clubbers. And the key clubbers tonight has really shone brightly, and we are proud. All right, so this evening, President Gertlin.
No, sir.
DLG
that long
Gertlin.
ago. I'm sorry to impose, President, but Bahamas been listening and they're so excited. Would you give the President, who they have, I think, nearly 20 members on, 2 minutes just to say something?
Okay, just a second.
Thank you.
Yes. DP Norman, I see your hand.
Thank you, sir. As I yield to the family from the Bahamas, I just wanted to extend the thanks to the Kiwanian advisors who are sometimes delinquent and need to be more present, and also the faculty advisors and the schools, the headmistresses and the other members of staff who support the Key Club for families. So over to the Bahamas, and with your permission, sir.
Thank you. And I'll just acknowledge again, Dr. Anthony. Thank you for being here. I noted your comment in the chat. President from Bahamas Club, Key Club, you go ahead.
Garnell will introduce.
If you could open your camera.
Yes, good evening. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed the presentation. And the president from Anatole Rogers would just like to bring remarks on behalf of the whole body of key clubs in the Bahamas. Surya.
Good night, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, if you could turn your camera on so we can spotlight.
Yes, turn on your camera.
It's on. You can't see me?
Okay,
I can see you.
Okay, good night, everyone. My name is Sierra Monroe, and I'm the president at Anatole Rogers in Nassau, Bahamas. And I would like to say on behalf of my faculty advisors, Mr. P.E. Kenneth Sweeting and Kawani and Keisha Cash, that we really appreciate the invitation. We really enjoyed the meeting, and that we hope that for your other meetings, we will be invited because it was awesome, and I enjoyed every bit of it. And thank you so much for inviting us once again.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you, President Dwayne, and wonderful John Marks and the team.
All right, so we had our inaugural Key Club scholarship last administration, and we have selected the scholarship winner, our first scholarship winner. I'm going to invite Director Kishman to just give us an overview of the scholarship program and what was the requirements, and to announce the winner, and then we'll have a response from him. Director Kishman.
Thank you, President Dwayne. Good night, fellow Kiwanians and members of our service leadership family, in particular, our Key Club members who are celebrating one part of Key Club Week with us. The business of academic scholarship is not new to the Kiwanis Club of North St. Andrew. Historically, our club has sponsored the Nimron Thompson Scholarship, named in honor of one of our former Kiwanians who was passed on to the heavens beyond, who taught at Meadowbrook High School. So for years now, we've been awarding a scholarship at Meadowbrook High School. Under the leadership and guidance of immediate past President Michael, we decided that we wanted to have a scholarship which was targeted at a key club that we sponsored. And so out of that idea was birthed the Kiwanis Club of North St. Andrew Key Club Scholarship, which started in the 2020-21 administration. Now, the scholarship is designed and developed to target an active Key Club member currently in sixth form at the time of application, in their first year of sixth form at the time of application. The award is dispersed in their final year of sixth form. Scholarship candidates must be endorsed by their faculty and Kiwanis advisors, a Key Clubber, possessing strong personal character, demonstrating exemplary leadership, and great academic fortitude. We received a total of 8 submissions for the inaugural award. And after a very competitive review of the applications, the top 3 candidates were: in third place, Beviana Hamilton of Holy Childhood; in second place, Halle Barrett of Holy Childhood; and the winner, and he will always go down as our first Kiwanis Club of North St. Andrew Key Club scholar, Giovanni Ustani of Wilmer's Boys. A little bit about Gio before I hand over to him. He's a 4-year Key Clubber from the Wilmer's Boy Key Club, where he currently holds the position of club secretary. Gio studies the sciences, chemistry, computer studies, communication, and physics, and had a combined average of 84%. Very amazing for a sixth former. Ever diligent, Secretary Gio plans to pursue a career in the field of forensic science, and we have no doubt that he will do exceedingly well in this, his intended vocation. Secretary Giovanni, it is with our greatest pleasure that we officially announce and laud you as our inaugural Key Club scholarship winner. It is our plan to visit Wilmer's Boys High School in person in short order and do a physical presentation before this school. But let me just hand over to you now for your acceptance remarks.
Okay. Good night, everyone present. It's been a lovely meeting thus far. I would like to just say a big thank you to the Kiwanis Club of North St. Andrew, the president, Director Kishman, everyone, all the execs and the members of Kiwanis Club of North St. Andrew. In addition to that, I would like to thank the faculty advisor of the Wilmer's Boys Key Club, Mr. Christopher Humble, who has practically nurtured my Key Club development over the years. I'd also like to thank my club members for their support, as well as the members of Division 2, and also those in the whole District of Jamaica. And last, I'd like to thank everyone in this meeting for who's congratulating me right now. Thank you, everyone. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Giovanni. I really look forward to.
We open our mics and just give him a round of applause. Great job. Great.
Yes, as well as you can see, I see the congratulations going in the chat, so we can continue with that. At this time, though, we've overspent. I think we have gone over the time for our meeting. I'm going to ask for a motion for an extension from a member, please, so that we can complete the business.
Mr. President, move the motion for further 15-minute extension to cover all the outstanding matters in the meetings.
The motion is moved. Do I have a second?
Seconded.
Moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposers?
Aye.
Aye.
I heard a female aye. That I don't think that one counts. All right. Thank you. Motion properly moved and seconded. Thank you. So I don't know if persons have notices. We will take those. DP Winston, so if you have your notices, you could quickly, we'll take them quickly. Okay, I'm not seeing any hand, so I'm going to move to DP Winston for Sarge. I know he will have a blanket Sarge, but DP Winston.
Thank you, President Dwayne. And as I indicated, in the interest of time, I'll ask my House Chairman to ensure that he sends a list of members that are present to the Secretary, so that the Secretary can collect a fine of $200 per member, a blanket fine this evening. Thank you, President.
Thank you, DP. Do you have a joke for us?
He never had a joke.
In the interest of time, no jokes, President.
No joke for the folks. Come on, Winston, do better than that. You're becoming a joke now.
Okay,
President needs to charge him.
So so DP Winston, we will add a $200 to your $200 Sarge fine. So
that
that's
makes 400 and
that's 400 for this week.
All right,
All right, so Chairman John.
All right. Let me just use the opportunity just to remind the members of two things in terms of the birthdays. We did not get an official chance to quote unquote celebrate with PD Gary as we are now doing for the other members. So even though his birthday was on Saturday, I think October 30, that we just use the opportunity to wish him a belated one. Also, PD Norman Walker would have celebrated yesterday, and the Kiwani and Marvin Lawrence is celebrating today. So on behalf of the membership committee, and by extension, the Kiwanis Club of North St. Andrew, we celebrate with our celebrants as it relates to their birthday. Let me just quickly remind the PLG group, read their competition. In 5th place, we have DLG Layton's group with 152 points. In 4th place, we have DLG Ashley with 170 points. In 3rd place, we have DLG Ozzy's team with 216 points. In 2nd place, we have DLG Doug's team with 296 points. And in 1st place, again for this week, we have PLG Llewellyn's team. And they have already broken the 300 points bracket, and now they're at 326 points. So congrats to the PLG Lewis team. They are in the lead. But again, remember the other team members, the race is not for the swift, but for those who can endure. All right. So thank you, President Dwayne.
We need an auditor for the 1st place group.
Who is saying that? Who speaks?
The PVP mark.
Are you offering your services to do the audit, PV?
Yeah, it sounds that way.
We soon bring in PwC. But congratulations all around, and keep up the competitive spirit. It's good to see.
Everyone, DP Franklin, if you're on, I will allow you 1 minute to just tell us about the tree planting project at Constant Spring on Saturday.
In his absence, I believe DP Barry could update us.
Thank you, President Dwayne, fellow Kiwanians, SLPs. This is a reminder that this Saturday we continue with the Builders Club tree planting project, and we start at St. Francis at 8 o'clock, and we move from St. Francis to Constant Spring. That is going to be a major project based on the number of trees that are to be planted. We'll be planting somewhere in the region of 40 trees, and we're really going to be needing manpower, and not only manpower, but also manpower with digging implements. So if you can come along, and especially those Kiwanians that are turned up for the one-day project with their shovels and pickaxe and all of those digging tools to turn up for Constant Spring Builders.
Exercise camp.
Thank you, DP Barry. And I want to also extend, so I know we want this to be a full KCNSA K family event. So key clubbers that are online now, you can speak to your Kiwanian advisor to let them know if you are able to join. And I know that the Circle Kers or 4-5 Circle Kers clubs will be joining us. So looking forward to all a big K family event on Saturday at Constant Spring Primary School.
Through you, President, I'd just like to ask DP Barry, what time is Constant Spring? You say you're going to
St. Francis will be starting at 8 o'clock and Constant Spring at 9 o'clock.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you for that clarification. We'll now have the thought for the week and benediction by Director Kenton.
Thank you, President Dwayne, fellow Kiwanians, SLP members, and especially our Circle Cares. Our thought for the week comes from extract from Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey. The greatest passion of man is character. And our benediction would like to bring back memories to our Circle Cares to their primary and prep school. And it goes like this. Now the day is over, night is drawing nigh. Shadows of the evening steal across the sky. Father, give the weary calm and sweet repose. With thy tenderest blessing, may our eyelids close. Through the long night watches, may thine angels spread their white wings above me, watching round my bed. God be with you, fellow Kiwanians, SLP members, till we meet again. Bless you all. Have a good night.
Amen. Thank you, DP Kenton. I saw in the chat that there was a money pull-up for the dub, and I have also seen a request. So I'm going to ask those persons who requested the money pull-up to share, to provide the evidence of the funds to the treasurer, and we will certainly do that. But I also saw a request for a replay at the end of the meeting. So President John Marks, please replay the dub as soon as the meeting is terminated. So if you could prepare to do so for us. I would be grateful. This meeting of the Kiwanis Club of North St. Andrew is now terminated. Thank you everyone for joining and have a good evening.
Thank you, President Dwayne. It was a pleasure from Nassau, Bahamas.
Thank you, DLG.
Excellent meeting, Pres. And
Thank you,
congrats
LG.
to cover the date again. Wonderful.
All right, good night.
Good to have you, LG.
It's a service.
Thank you, Gertrude.
Night, night.
The R line, if someone in need, then I feel inclined to just stretch out my hand like a clothespin line. Turn a blind eye, no, that I know style. This a service. Up like a landline. Somebody want help, then that justify us plenty. Service when you mean megabyte. Service is vital to community. Each and every person have a civic duty. But at every chance and every opportunity, it's not an obligation, it's responsibility. Help your brother and your sister if them in need, open your ears and listen. Enough of them are plea. People have a bag of problem, them are pray pandemic for a solution, and that could be you or me. Working together is the only way to go. Doing it for compassion and not for show. Yesterday, I pass a homeless man on the road and I help him through service, never had to call flow. Helping doesn't need to be a big charity. It's doing what you can if you need clarity. I'm a mean, check the style, you can take the extra mile. Be a driving force, no, not gravity. So what the service means to me, to us as a whole, it means there is a standard we must uphold. Not because we want to prove anything, we have a rose to achieve look good on your body and soul. Take a moment to think if the rose did switch. Wouldn't you want somebody take you out of it? So put in application the golden rule, do unto others and you want them to do to you. This a service, not digi or lime. If someone in need, then I feel inclined to stretch out my hand like a clothespin line, turning a blind. I know that, I know myself. Hear the drama, yeah. Guess what happened to me? I feared it shot, someone couldn't get a seat on taxi, so I had to use my trusty feet and I was sick. It really was a calamity, but then a lady saw me trying to pay me up and took me home. And said me did glad, actually you didn't even know. Then she tell me, say me help her a long time ago when she did tired and lost, confused and alone. Sometimes your action can be an inspiration. Helping one another makes a chain reaction. No matter the circumstance or the situation, help because of love and not for validation. It's a service. Up like a landline, somebody want help, then that justify us lending a hand almost all the time. And when we talk about service, we don't mean megabyte cause a service. Like planting the trees cause a service. Volunteerism are the free cause a service. Hashtag save the seas cause a service we want and a service we need cause a service. Like planting the trees cause a service. Volunteerism are the free cause a service. Hashtag save the seas cause a service we want and a service we need cause a service. Like planting the trees cause a service. Volunteerism are the free cause a service. Hashtag save the seas cause a service we want and a service we need.
Yeah. Go to Jamaica-Google.com and select.
Yes, sir. Service we need, President John Mark. Service.
Definitely, President Dwayne. Thanks again for having us and good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.